My name is Manny Pasternack, and together with my father, Barry, we've been serving Southern California personal injury victims for nearly 40 years. San Diego is one of America's biggest cities and the best county in California, in my opinion. With so many people over such a large area, it's common to see big rigs all over our roads and highways. One time we got a call from a guy who was rear-ended here in El Cajon. He told me how he was stopped at a red light and rear-ended by a Freightliner. After the rear-end collision happened, he turned back around to flag the driver down in expectation that he would pull over to the right. When the light turned green, my client was suddenly cut off by a vehicle just to his right. As my client is stuck behind this car that cuts him off, the Freightliner takes off. As soon as the Freightliner turns out of sight, the Mercedes leaves and my client tries to follow. After our client makes the turn, the Freightliner is completely gone, nowhere to be found. At that point, our client got out and just took some pictures of the area and the road where the Freightliner disappeared. Unfortunately, the crash was so bad that he had to get to the hospital immediately, and he stopped his search and went and got care. When he hired us, he still didn't know who hit him. So we started where everyone starts, on Google. And you know what Google showed us? There was a small trucking company run out of a house on the road where this Freightliner disappeared. Through our own investigative work and with the help of the police, we were able to find the Freightliner driver, and the whole story was crazy. As it turns out, the car that cut off my client was an accomplice to the driver of the Freightliner and aided in him fleeing the scene. With our investigation and the help of the police, we were able to find him, find his insurance company, and we settled the case for the policy limits of $1 million. If you've been involved in an accident and you feel as though you have nowhere to turn to, give us a call. We'll definitely help.